What if everything around you was just a projection, a construct of your own mind? Imagine that what we call reality may be nothing more than an illusion. Just like an image on a screen, what we see and feel could be a projection of something far beyond our immediate understanding, something concealed within the deeper layers of the universe itself. In the scientific field, the concept of a holographic universe challenges us to consider that our reality, so tangible and solid, may be merely a superficial manifestation of a much more complex dimension. Inspired by thinkers like David Bohm, who envisioned an implicit order underlying what we perceive, we begin to understand that this journey is not only an external exploration, but an internal voyage that transforms our view of life. As we delve into these concepts, we embark on a journey where the mind and essence of each individual are invited to see reality from a new perspective. Because perhaps, by exploring the holographic nature of reality, we can come to understand that the world around us is, in fact, a reflection of what lies within. What if the world we know was just a veil concealing a deeper truth? Since the dawn of civilization, various ancient cultures have pondered the possibility that reality, as we perceive it, is only a superficial layer. In Hinduism, we find the concept of Maya, which describes the material world as an illusion, a veil that obscures the true essence of being. This notion echoes through the centuries, questioning what it truly means to exist. In Buddhism, reality is transient, in constant flux, teaching us about the impermanence of forms and emotions. According to this view, spiritual awakening comes from recognizing that what we see as fixed is in fact fleeting and illusory. In Hermeticism, with its idea of the all and mental reality, we are reminded that the universe is mental, that the mind shapes and determines what we perceive as real. For these traditions, the purpose of spiritual awakening is to break free from the illusions of the mind, understanding that what we see and feel is not the ultimate truth. And by seeking to see beyond the illusion of the physical world, we are guided to a state of consciousness where the true essence is revealed. Imagine that everything you see, touch, and feel is merely the surface of something much vaster and deeper. Modern science, in its quest to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos, is beginning to align with ancient philosophies, suggesting that the physical world is an illusion. David Bohm, one of the greatest theoretical physicists of the 20th century, proposed a radical view. The universe could be an implicit order, where everything we perceive is merely a superficial manifestation of a deeper, unified reality. For him, what we call reality is like a projection, a shadow of the true essence. Other theories, such as string theory and the idea of a two-dimensional universe projected into three, strengthen the notion that our world is like a hologram. This concept challenges our senses, suggesting that what we perceive as solid and separate is actually an interconnected web of frequencies and energies. When we look at the universe as a hologram, we realize that science, like spirituality, is beginning to question the solidity of matter and the authenticity of perceptions. Thus, the profound mysteries of the cosmos and our own consciousness remind us that what we see may be only a reflection, a manifestation of something beyond, invisible but ever-present. What if mere observation had the power to shape the world around us? Quantum physics reveals a universe where consciousness appears to play a fundamental role in forming reality. In the famous double-slit experiment, we observe that particles change their behavior when they are observed, as if the very act of looking influences their existence. This phenomenon suggests that consciousness is not just a passive witness, but an active, co-creative force that shapes what we see and experience. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle reminds us that reality is fluid, that the act of observing something changes its nature. This principle reinforces the idea that our perception creates and shapes the world around us. We are not mere spectators. We are participants in this cosmic dance, contributing through our consciousness to the construction of what we call reality. Every thought, every intention is like a stone thrown into a lake with waves that reverberate and shape the environment around us. By understanding that consciousness is a creative force, we begin to see the world as an extension of our mind, a projection that reflects our innermost being. What if we were all intertwined in an invisible web, where the thoughts of one affect the world of all? The reality we experience is not just ours, it is also a collective creation, where the consciousness of each being intertwines with that of all others, forming a common tapestry. Rupert Sheldrake, a biologist and researcher, proposed the existence of a morphic field, a kind of collective memory that influences not only individuals, but the very fabric of reality. This notion suggests that impactful events, such as social revolutions or global disasters, reflect a shift in collective consciousness, a kind of reflection of the human psyche on a planetary scale. What we feel, what we believe, and how we live all merge into a common consciousness that, in a way, shapes the world we share. If reality is a collective projection, then we are all co-creators, mutually influencing our experiences. By becoming aware of this deep connection, we realize that each choice and every thought reverberates through the fabric of shared reality, weaving together the future we will all inhabit. What if there were parallel worlds to ours, invisible layers of an infinite reality that our mind can touch? Human consciousness seems to have the ability to expand beyond physical limits, accessing dimensions and realities that coexist with ours but remain hidden to ordinary eyes. Experiences like astral projection, lucid dreams, and even near-death experiences offer glimpses of worlds that exist beyond the physical, indicating that reality comprises multiple layers. The theory of the multiverse suggests that each choice, each thought, creates a fork, a new timeline where different versions of ourselves continue to exist in parallel realities. These alternate universes are within our reach, not through space travel, but through inner journeys using practices like deep meditation and brainwave synchronization. When we explore these states of consciousness, we open doors to alternative realities and expand our perception of what it means to exist. And so we understand that our reality is only one among many, a reflection of a much vaster and deeper whole, where time and space are mere illusions. The world around you is a mirror of your own essence. How do you choose to see? Our perception of reality is deeply influenced by our internal state. What we carry in our minds and hearts reflects in the world we experience. Emotions, beliefs, and thought patterns create filters that shape how we see and interact with reality. Limiting beliefs and emotions such as fear and anger lower our vibrational frequency, distorting the hologram of life. Modern physics and spirituality suggest that every emotion emits its own energy. Elevated emotions like love and compassion emit frequencies that create harmony and peace, while negative states generate dissonance. This understanding teaches us that by adjusting our inner state, we have the power to transform the world around us, to recreate the reality we desire to live in. By tuning into states of internal balance and clarity, we reprogram the hologram of our reality, realizing that the outer world is merely a reflection of what occurs within. Thus, transforming the world begins with transforming who we are. In inner silence, we find the power to shape the world around us. The practice of meditation is a doorway to expanded consciousness, allowing us to connect with higher and more harmonious frequencies. When we meditate, we create a space where the mind quiets and perception expands, making us capable of seeing beyond appearances and penetrating to the core of reality. This state of peace and clarity reflects our true essence, a place where the limitations of the physical world disappear. Studies like the Gateway Project, investigated by the CIA, suggest that practices of deep meditation and brainwave synchronization can lead us to altered states of consciousness, where we can access subtle dimensions and transformative energies. Meditation thus becomes a tool to tune the hologram of reality, realigning our inner frequency with what we wish to manifest in the external world. By tuning our consciousness to the essence of the universe, we discover that we are co-creators of our reality. With each conscious breath, we are reminded that we have the power to choose what we wish to see reflected in the world around us. When we see beyond the illusion, we uncover the depth of our own essence. Awakening to the holographic nature of reality is a process of spiritual empowerment and responsibility. By understanding that reality is a projection and that our consciousness is an active part of this creation, we become responsible for what we shape and manifest in the world. This understanding leads us to self-knowledge and self-observation, essential tools for seeing beyond illusions and perceiving the unity underlying all existence. When we recognize life as a hologram, where each part reflects the whole, we connect with the truth that everything and everyone is interconnected, sharing a common essence. This awakening invites us to live authentically, with compassion and alignment with our true nature. Thus, we become conscious co-creators, shaping a reality that is more harmonious and full of meaning. Reality is a mirror. What do you wish to reflect into the world around you? As we walk this path of discovery, we realize that reality is a hologram, a projection of our individual and collective consciousness. We explore how ancient cultures and modern theories converge on the idea that the physical world is an illusion, a superficial manifestation of something infinitely deep. We understand that our consciousness, both individual and collective, is a powerful force in creating what we call reality. Thus, by transforming our internal state, adjusting our emotions and intentions, we also transform our external experience. We are invited to engage in this process with responsibility, recognizing the power we hold in every thought and every choice. In the end, reality is a mirror of who we are. What reflection do you want to see? By observing this mirror with clarity and intention, we discover that we have the power to shape our reality according to our deepest self.